Welcome to Too Stupid for Web3, the show that makes sure you don't end up like me, too stupid to win. As always, I'm joined by my fellow superheroes of the Legion to make sure you don't do dumb stuff. And boy, did some dumb stuff happen this weekend. Woo! So
I'll tell you what, it was dumb stuff, but my God, it was fun.
Hope you have your popcorn ready because it will be fun. Dang, yours is
amazing
cool.
weekend. Amazing weekend. Amazing. I love Upland community.
I don't like popcorn, but I brought pistachios.
Yeah. Lot to cover today, so we can spend a lot of time discussing the Midwest meetup that went down. A lot of fun. So excited that so many people came out. It was a real good time. And I was last year, you know, we had a few. We're increasing the number overall visitors, and we're also increasing the number of people like in the Midwest. You know, more people from the Detroit area came, or more people from Michigan came this time. We had people from Illinois. Found two new people that live around Cleveland that discovered the game, and they came up. So, you know, it was a good time just for the regional meetup, along with good Upland players coming in from all over the United States. Stolen.
Oh,
sorry, bless me. Yeah, so let's jump right into, we got a couple seed head spotlights to cover tonight. We'll jump right into the first one. Go ahead, kick that off. We got racing to talk about. We have some UGC updates to talk about, and some construction vehicles, but we'll get going right here with the seed head spotlight.
Give me 1 second while you bring it up. I'm gonna bring up mine. We starting off the back. Okay. I wasn't ready, but we don't get this done. 1 second. I can't find it. All right, here we go. Which one you showing? I can't see it. Awesome. So let's get started with this. One of this week's seed head spotlights is no other than the Hyde Park Ninjas, KO and SC Kicker. They've been holders since 2024. Their Upland territory is no other than Hyde Park, LA. You would pick this one with all this right text right here. All right, here we go. What drew them to the seed heads? Honestly, meeting Coach in person in Vegas and getting to see his energy and passion for creating and building an Upland. And in real life, people follow and respect that positive energy. And myself, KO, and SC Kicker knew that Coach at HGF was a community we wanted to align ourselves with. What does HGF mean to them? HGF stands for consistency and showing up. Creating, building takes leadership and endurance. It can be a grind at times, but you have to show up even when you are not feeling up to it. HGF have been a staple and example of steady growth and not losing sight of the vision. The vision may change and adapt, but the consistency of staying on the grind week after week is what's important. What are you building in Upland right now? They're building a community of people in Hyde Park, LA, focused around positivity, community, and martial arts. We want to connect real-world assets into Upland and bring the two worlds together. Our comic book series and TCG card game will be intertwined with the Upland world. Where can you connect with the ninjas? On YouTube, Hyde Park Ninjas, Discord, X, Facebook, and Instagram, Hyde Park Ninjas, and this is what the HGF ecosystem looks like. Back to you, Joe.
Ooh, did a little heavy pour tonight. I was just looking at that. That's not good. That's not good. All right, we got sizzle season going on, racing's going on, and we'll jump right into that with Mass Chef and the winner's circle. So excited to hear another season and everything happening with that.
Yeah, well, we kicked off Sizzle season for sure last Thursday. And of course, we can't kick off a new racing year without kicking it off with some drama right off the bat. I'm trying to get ready to go, jump in the car and run to Cleveland. And at 4 a.m., before I get to jump in the car, I get a video of some problems with the Tyner Zephyr track and people disappearing on the track, whole cars disappearing, flashing back and forth. It was kind of crazy. So we made an announcement at 4 a.m. on Friday before I hit the road that we were switching the track up to Goose Island, and which also presented some challenges, but it wasn't terrible. But before we move on to that, I just want to highlight our very first Sizzle 2026 Kart Series winners. Swirly 129 taking the first week. Sant Mago, I'm going to totally butcher that. Sant Mago grabbing second, and Cyberman 1976 grabbing third. Huge congratulations going out to those drivers for putting in the work and getting up on the board for Kart Series week number 1. And we have started a week 2 qualifying and week 2 Kart Series right now on Ant-Man 89's course out in Vegas. So that series has started today at noon Eastern time. And so they're out already running on that track. But this is where we are, Goose Island. This is the track that we qualified on. And I say that because this is not the track that we will be racing finals on. It's close, but it's not quite it. So this is the track that we qualified on. I made this track card on the 5th of August. So that was before qualifying started and all that. But then this is the track that we're racing on for the finals. And I'll just quickly put them side by side so you can kind of see some of the changes that were made. And when I asked what happened, the Upland team came back to me and let me know that there were some complaints about the track. There was some extra laps that were happening, what we call the victory lap, that was going on at the end of a bunch of races. We had decided as a team, as far as the URL team is concerned, we had decided that we would just go ahead and deal with the victory lap if it happened, because we got 3 laps in, we would know who crossed the line first, so on and so on. But Upland decided to make a few changes, and as you can see, all the highlighted yellow areas on the right hand side there on that 812 track are where the changes came in. So there was an extra turn added up here into this little corner where this red arrow is. There was an extra turn added there. The curves between 8 and 9 here, which was 7 and 8 before, they were sharpened considerably. As you can see here, there's a nice curve to it, and these are more sharp and defined now. They also added an extra turn down here on the hook, which added a little bit of a interesting thing. Took out a turn in this area between 12 and 13. There was a turn there, very slight, but still a turn nonetheless. But what started out the week as a 15-turn track ended the week as a 16-turn track. Mileage didn't change, 1.65 miles on the Goose Island Raceway. So we are running this track for finals. I've seen a lot of people getting out there and practicing on it, which is a good thing because it runs very different than when it did from qualifying. So qualifying was finished. The kart races were finished. And I think that they forgot that we have to run finals on Friday and made the changes that they were projected to make due to some of the issues that we're having. And those changes created the changes in the track layout. So that's kind of where we are with that. But here is our qualifiers for tomorrow's race. Akaproppy coming in at the last minute and knocking City Pigeon down. Now, I was with City Pigeon in person when he was doing his qualifying run, sitting at Jim's barbecue table in his backyard. And I can say for sure that the guy, he ran 6 races total the whole weekend, ran 6 races total before he qualified in the number 1 position. And then Akapropi took over right before qualifying ended on Monday. But Akapropi in the number 1 spot, City Pigeon grabs 2, Cuddy Boo in 3, and that's going to be our starters. Vape High Guy in 4th. And I just want to quick shout out, Vape High Guy is the one that found the issues with Tyner Zephyr Raceway, sent me the email late Thursday night with the video in it, so we had video proof. I went in again, like I said, 4:00 Friday morning, and was able to replicate the issues that he had. So that's when we called it and decided to change the track. Batistu up there in the 5th position, Foreskin 6th, Caltrady Co 7th, Glizzy 8th, Wander 9th, Crowley in 10th, Tune in 11th, JR Wheels 12th, KO Ninja grabbing the 13th spot, Cruiserito 14, Quade 18 in 15, JH 2271 16, Lilyfield up in the field again of the top 18 at the 17th position, and Mike Benzie squeaking at 18, just barely knocking out SC Kicker by 4/100ths of a second. And
wow.
also at the very end of qualifying. So it was a very close race, and SC Kicker just barely not making the semifinals for the first week. So here's our heats. Heat number 1, Akapropi will be our starter. Foreskin, Cal Trading Co., JR Wheels, KO Ninja, and Mike Benzie running in heat number 1. And heat number 2, City Pigeon is our starter, getting bumped off that top position, along with Batistu, Glizzy World, Tune 307, Cruiserito, and Lilyfield. And then in heat number 3, Cuddybo with our starting position, Vape High Guy, Wander 1976, Crawley 27, Quade 18, and JH 2271. And I don't know, those of you who've been watching racing for a long time, you'll see a lot of familiar faces up in the top 18 as usual. So these guys, even though we had a few hiccups over the weekend, they did really lay down some very nice qualifying runs, right around the 2-minute 5, 2-minute 10 mark for an entire race. Goose Island is a fairly long track, but it runs very, very quickly. So hopefully it'll run just as quickly with the changes that happened over the weekend, but we'll have to wait and see. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Check us out, Metaverse Racing News Network, Ultimate Racing League. Come watch the championships. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be awesome.
Racing's back. Love it.
Me too. It's been a long summer, and I'm glad to get back at it, man.
All right. To catch back up, we got our second seed head spotlight of the day.
Yeah, you wanna go. I see.
Hey,
Get it
you
out
got-
the way. Hurry up, let's go. All right, let's get it.
when I forget it, when I try to space them out, I forget about them, and then after show, you're like, bruh, we forgot the spotlights. So now I get them out early, and you're like, I'm not ready. I can't win.
Oh, no, not ready. All right, now we officially caught up after this one. Mr. TK Rizzler, 420. He's been a holder since 2022. Upland territory, Evergreen last year, 7-8. What drew him to the Seaheads? Originally, I was drawn to the community that we were building, and all dreams of making it bigger than just the game together. Also, I'm big advocate of weed, so that helped draw me in a bit too. But whatever. I'm not an advocate of what? I shouldn't even say that. What does HDF means to you? HDF to me now means family and growth. This is like my little online family. What are you building in Upland right now? Right now, I'm just working on building up our neighborhood with new buildings, bus stops, and planting seeds. Also making connections for the trade routes. Where can people connect with you? If people want to connect, they can reach out on here, Discord, or in-game Upland. I really don't do much social media. Get distracted too easily. But I can say if you want to meet TK Rizzler 420, he is constantly in the HDF Discord. So this is what HDF ecosystem looks like in real life. We welcome everyone in. That's in Upland. That's playing. Never mind. You know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Back to you, Jim.
All right. Now they did announce construction vehicles, and they said smash build times. Are you really smashing build times? But anyway, registration's going on now. Sale goes on Friday, August 14th, starting 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Central or Eastern. I'm all messed up now. That's when registration closes. I'm like, that's weird. They're closing it like they're doing it an hour early. And sales begin at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. That makes more sense. So
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Wrecking ball, crane, service truck. It's cool to have a wrecking ball. You gotta have a wrecking ball.
I guess my question is why a wrecking ball if it's for construction? Wrecking ball is for tearing down, not building up. Number one.
We demo sometimes. We do have to demo some buildings, so it is construction.
Well, I mean, is it going to help with demolition, make it go faster, or what? I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I know it's a construction boost vehicle, but it's just weird.
I get it. I get it.
With a weird egg-shaped thing. You know.
Depends on the way you look at it. And then they have the dump hauler. Nice big dump truck. Mobile crane. Always got to have a mobile crane around. And the cement mixer. Excavator. And front end loader. So make sure you're registered for those.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but it is a very limited sale. There's only 50 of each of the dump truck, crane, and cement mixer. And there's only 33 each of the excavator and the front loader. So
yeah, super
limited on that one. I don't remember seeing how many of the crane there was. I want to say it was 50 also, but I could be wrong about that.
The mobile crane? 50.
No, the wrecking ball crane.
Oh, the wrecking ball, 50.
Yeah, I thought it was 50 also.
Yeah. The wrecking ball is the only new one, right? We had all the other ones.
Yeah, the wrecking ball is the only new one.
Gotcha.
Yes.
It reminded me of the Transformers, the Constructicons.
Yeah.
The Destructicons. Yeah,
Destructicons,
You're right.
I think we'll talk about the sizzle shells during the meetup talk. Because that plays right into the meetup talk. And then we have the service structures that were released this week. Kind of bland.
I don't know. I kind of like that one right there.
The lemonade stand.
The lemonade stand. It was the most unusual one of all of them, I thought.
And I like that one.
And it's got a door in the back, so you can put it on the it's the first one I've seen with a door in the back, I think.
Yeah.
I started one of those today.
I do like the You did?
Nice.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Where'd you start it?
Where did I start? I started it in New Orleans. No, I started it in New Orleans. Somebody in New Player Chat was saying, can you build a building on top of grass? And I wasn't sure if you could start construction on grass. So I went to a property in New Orleans and chose that thing because I needed something small. And it would start on top of a driveway and it would start on top of flowers. And so from that, I concluded it'll also start on grass.
Awesome.
Like these first three remind me of Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's like the little shops that you'd build in Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. And then the Set Point Beach Club, so sand volleyball. So
I do want to point out the third one though is essential. Could you go back up to what is it? That one, that one above it. Yeah, it's essential because it's a smaller service structure and it's for public service points. I don't know about y'all, but Uh-huh. That gives you public service. I believe the third one, right? Yeah.
Well, I'm confused. Set Point Beach Club is essential.
Yep.
Is that, and then
No,
this
that's
little
not that
thing.
one. Go up.
No, the
Which one
Welcome
gives you
Point
public?
Travel, the Welcome Point Travel Center is the one that's a public service.
Yes, and it's smaller. Like for the
Mhm.
smaller neighborhoods, that's
Oh,
That's the same
Yeah.
thing. It's the same footprint, I think, as the newspaper stand, right?
Okay.
Or pretty close to it.
I believe so. I do want to point that out for those
Yeah.
struggling with that's a great size to put some more public service points in your community.
Oh, that's
good
cool.
tip. Good tip there, Coach.
Can I get
Yeah.
a Shack fact? Can I get a Shack fact?
Coach
All
got
right. You got a Shack fact.
First ever.
And anything else on the service structures?
No.
All right. Biggest news from factory to showroom. Set it and sell it. This is something we've been asking for a long time. And they talked about this happening. It's going to be automatic factory to showroom placement. And they said it should be arriving before harvest season. So I would expect that in that 2-week lull between sizzle and harvest season that we will see this roll out at that point in time.
Yeah, to me that's like huge. That's huge because they and just so everybody knows, it was also confirmed that you will be able to delete your factory lot that you had set up for assets to come out of your factory and be lined up on. So you'll be able to delete that lot and set it up at a showroom instead of whatever showroom that you have. And that means that there's some huge properties out there that have factories on them from people who set up factories that didn't know how big of a lot they would need. And now they have these monster lots with a little factory sitting in the corner of it that's going to be available for schools, for all these big service structures that they want to put on there, or even bigger than that, and setting it up with apartments and whatever else they want to set it up with. So it is going to free up a lot of UP2 for manufacturers for sure. And I know I have all of my manufacturing facilities are monster lots. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm just glad that you can delete some of it so I can throw a showroom on the same lot and it just will show up at the same lot. So
you're not gonna need as many factories as well.
Yeah. So here's a question, and I don't know if any of you guys know. Are you allowed to have more than one meta venture on a property?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either.
You're not. You can't. I don't think you can have a factory and showroom on the same property.
I didn't think so.
I can dream. I can wish.
I can dream. I can build it. I can build it and hope they make the change at some point.
Somebody will develop a third party for it, so it's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
No, seriously, super excited that this is coming out. Before the third party tools came out to move these for players, and a lot of players still aren't utilizing those third party automatic tools. This is going to save them so much time, and I think reinvigorate some people.
I mean, yeah, honestly, between this and Kachal's multi-listing tool, like literally filling up your store is going to be minutes and minutes instead of hours.
Yes. And that's breaking down barriers.
The thing I wonder is, will we define a showroom area each time, or once we've defined it once, will it be set? Or do we need to define the specific area? Like if we're saying, hey, I want my hearts to move here, do I define a section for the hearts? You know what I mean? It's like I still have a lot of questions.
Well, I can tell you by the information that they put on the website on that page, by the workflow pictures that they put on there, you can set different addresses for each item that you have in queue. I don't know if that means that you can set the same address with different plots, though. I think once you set a plot on a certain address, you're stuck with that plot until that item is out of queue, at least. At least that's kind of what I got from it. But yeah.
Yeah, well, so what I was thinking is like, let's say I have a heart, a diamond, and a lemon, that I'm moving to the same address, but I need, according to those graphics, I would need to define the space each time.
Right.
And so I'm just sort of wondering, and none of us know. Those are just questions.
Yeah. I mean,
they'll get answered. Yeah.
But definitely definitely something that I'm very, very excited for sure.
Me too. It's long awaited.
Yeah. yes, it is.
All right. What everybody's been waiting for. The Midwest meetup.
Yeah. So before we get any further into any of these details, the one thing that I want to say right now is 2Stupid, WW Dog, and TM were absolute freaking rock star hosts. And if you ever get to a meetup and want to have a freaking spectacular time, this is the one to get to. So huge shout out to WW Dog, 2Stupid, and TM because it was fantastic. The planning was awesome. Just really, really top notch.
Thanks.
Truly agree. Yes.
First off, glad
everything y'all did for me.
Glad you three could make it out. That was awesome having the four of us there together. So that was super awesome having the four of us together. And that's what the meetup's about, is being able to see some cool stuff in the city, but yet also having the time to hang out and network with and meet new Uplanders and talk with old friends. So that was a good time. Now, what really surprised me was the meetups usually you saw. I was surprised that everybody that said they were coming to the meetup was there Friday by like 8 o'clock.
And just another shout out real quick, because I went with Recurrier. I picked him up on my way through Albany, New York, and he rode up with me. So I got to spend a lot of time with Recurrier. Great guy, funny guy. But we were the first ones at the meetup by a long shot, because we were already on the racing game, off-road racing game, by 4:30 in the afternoon at 16-bit bar. So just putting it out there.
And I like how they have that set up. There's 16-bit bar and Pins Mechanical right next to each other, and you can go in between them. They have multiple bars there, and your tab's tied to all the bars, so you don't have to go back to the same bar. And it threw me for a loop, because you guys had like a bunch of quarters. I'm like, last time I was here, everything was free, and you guys are popping quarters in. So then I was talking to the bartender, and they looked at me like I was the dumb one, but at least I'm too stupid to win, and had a name tag that said it. I'm like, hey, why are people putting quarters in the machine? She's like, they're free. I go, I know, that's what I'm asking. I go, are they not free? She goes, well, you can put quarters in, and that's goes to the Ronald McDonald House. But at first you guys had me all confused of why you were putting quarters in. I'm like, I didn't bring quarters.
We didn't know. No one told us they were free. And when you go up to the machine, it says insert quarter. So we did.
I'm gonna tell you.
But I gotta say, I was super excited that it was going to the Ronald McDonald House. It was all for a good cause. So they got $10 on my quarters. It's fine.
Remember when I jumped on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game with you, Jim, right?
Woo, yeah.
So when I jumped on, I didn't know it was free either. So all I know, I kept hitting start every time I get back. You get out. I don't know if you noticed. I kept looking at you. I'm like, man, I'm wondering who quarters I'm taking. I just kept playing. I'm like, bam, all right. But we went through the whole game and completed the game. And at the end, we got the boss, or all our wrists and stuff was hurt. But
like,
it wasn't until then.
It wasn't my wrist. It was my forearm. My forearm hasn't been on fire like since I was a teenager.
I felt accomplished though. We beat the game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. I mean, and that would have cost us. That would have cost us a lot of quarters because we died a lot.
Man, that's why when I realized, I was like, whoo.
And I just, yeah, something else I want to throw out there too. If anybody wants to see City Pigeon get hot under the freaking collar, go out and learn how to play off-road racing and then play City Pigeon. Because he's not very good at it. And he walked away in the middle of a game with Jim.
And I was so looking forward to like playing again with them. And like, we didn't play for long. He was just like, he's like done. He walked away mid race. He's like, I can't do it. He goes, this is your game. And I know you and Recurrier were getting frustrated too, because
yeah. I was like, what the hell?
You guys kept trading. You're like, trade off. They're like, open. And then Recurrier's like, oh, it's because I have to use my left foot. I'm like, well, let's switch. I don't care. Let's switch.
Yep.
That was a lot of quarters at the roller skating rink growing up. That's all it is. And then it's muscle memory.
Right. 30 years of off-road racing muscle memory. Perfect.
I mean, but that one blew my mind. I was ready for City to like, I thought we were going to go at it for a while, but he's like, nope. He's like, done. And he didn't even like, and it shocked me that he just walked away in the middle of the race too. He's just like, nope. He's
yeah.
like,
And you guys weren't even leveled up to max yet or anything. Like you didn't even make it that far.
Yeah.
Too funny.
So,
but lots of fun.
Yeah. 16-bit was very nice. Went down to get some pizza, brought some pizza in. So that's a nice place. You can bring food into it. It was just a real good time. And there were things that you could do around the area if you wanted to. But yeah, it's just a nice way to kick off the meetup where you can hang out, catch up with friends, make new friends, play some video games. And they had how many? They were in the 40s with beers on tap.
Yeah. So like you ordered beer on tap by the number.
Yes.
So I was all I can remember is I was drinking number 22. That was it. I don't even know what it was called. But it was
I was going to go to you, Coach. Anything from Friday night you want to talk about?
Don't look at me like that, Zach. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Man, it was amazing meeting Shelter. Nah, it was actually amazing. I'm being serious for a second. I'm gonna have jokes. You know me, I'm gonna have some jokes. But before I get into joking, I do want to shout out to everyone that came. We had Big Dollars, JJ Slay. What was his nephew's name? JJ Slay.
T1 Beaties.
Yes, him. TM, first time meeting TM. Shout out to my boy. First time meeting Unspoken Bullet. Shout out to Unspoken. We got Wolf and the Wolf Pack and Queen Wolf that was there. Man, who was else there? Recurrier.
Neptune.
Shaq, the Legion was there. I just want to shout out everybody that made it. Shelter was there. Anybody else I'm forgetting? Just off the top of my head. Neptune was there. Singing and all. That boy got some pipes. Anyone else?
You said JJ Slay.
Yeah, I said JJ. Cool Slay. Who else?
Big Dollars.
Big Dollars, man. That was my second time meeting Big Dollars. Great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? That was it, right? Shit. I'm talking about from the community, for real. Anyone else?
Well, okay. Let's just name them from the top. We've got Mouse Chef, Dev Dog, Unspoken Bullet, Big Dollars, Shelter Group, TM, JJ Slay, T1 Beaties, Wolf Warner, Rashida, which is the she-wolf, Recurrier, City Pigeon, Too Stupid to Win, Coach Funk, Neptune 104, and Shaq. Those are the people.
That's 16. Yep.
That was 16. All right, awesome. So I just wanted to make sure that was an amazing lineup, everyone. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe everybody that came didn't feel isolated. I was trying to mingle with everyone. Networking was amazing. Community was amazing. Laughs was amazing. I even had to tell Wolf that I saw what was going down early in the night and just inside stories, right? But I definitely am jealous now because some of y'all going to Seattle and I can't make it. So definitely take lots of pictures. And if you said you was going and you still iffy, go. The community is everything. You're going to have some fun. You're going to network with people you only talk to on the Discord. You're going to build bonds. You're going to have videos. You're going to have inside stories. It's going to bring Upland together for you and your experience. So I definitely would say thank you, Jim, TM, Dog, Shaq, Math, everybody that made my weekend the best weekend this year. So thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah. Well, and Shaq, thank you for dinner Friday night. What did you think about Friday night?
Oh, it was fantastic Friday night. So I have some pictures I want to share.
Go for it.
And in addition, I just want to say, before I flew to Ohio, I sat backstage and I told Coach and Too Stupid, I told all of you that I said, I get lost in my own home, right? I get lost going to the bathroom. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but I'm serious. I get lost so easily. And Coach said, I've got you. But I always thought that's just what people say, right? I mean, that's just what you say. You're like, oh yeah, I got you. But he meant it. And so I arrive in Ohio. I get to my hotel. I text the group in the server that, okay, I'm at my hotel. And about 15 minutes later, I get a text from Dub Dog saying, I've got water for you. Are you going to be free for Coach and I to come by? I'm like, what's happening? Like, okay, sure. And I wasn't even sure what he meant, because what does he mean he's got water for me? Down they come, walking down the street toward my hotel, carrying a case of water, which I invite them to deliver it to my room so that I don't have to carry it myself. And they set it down for me and say, you ready to go? And I said, yeah. And they're like, do you want to walk? And I'm like, no, I want to take an Uber. And I said, I'll pay for it. And they're like, okay, you get to take an Uber. So Dub Dog arranges an Uber and we get in, we go. Dub Dog pays for it. Thank you, Dub Dog. I meant it, I'd pay. But that was the start of being taken care of by these guys for the entire trip. Coach had my back. Dub Dog had my back, and it wasn't just them, because Too Stupid had my back, and I know that every guy on that bus had my back, which kind of merges into...
Before you start
I mean, of the names we have mentioned so far, all of them had my back, and every morning, Dub Dog and Coach were outside my hotel waiting to escort me. And wherever we went, Coach had my back. And he'd say, Shaq, get in here and come to the side of me. Shaq, get in front of me. I want you to be sandwiched between me and the person in front of you. And he was always watching. I had like the Secret Service. It was so cool.
I'm Big Bro. I'm the Big Bro.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much. And let me try to share my screen here. Seriously, I'm honored. I am grateful. Come on, give me some hearts. There we go. Thank you. Okay.
And she got superpowers now, y'all. She can do that when she's away.
All right, let's share screen and let's see, window. Here we go. Okay. So
Hey,
this
that's
is
number 22 beer. Oh, sorry.
so this is Friday, and on the left here, this is JJ Slay. All right, so I
JJ.
got to, and he's in the audience. So thanks for being here, JJ Slay. It was a pleasure to meet you for the first time ever, and he brought his nephew
Nephew, yep.
right here. So that's next to JJ Slay is T1 Beaties. And it was a great pleasure to meet him. He's a new player in Upland, so we all want to support him. And of course, there's Wolf and Coach.
His nephew left with a bag, though. Mm-hmm.
I think we went overboard, and I think we went a little overboard there, and then some people were pressured into donating. So, but it was still good, and it was still a fun time, and T1 came back out. So he had to work the next day, but he came back out. So I'm good with that. But I think we went a little overboard, and I think we pressured some people into things and made them. So,
Well, it was a very generous night, and T1 Beaties came out way ahead. Congratulations to him. He is now a rich man.
Yeah.
Well, richer anyway.
Richer.
Yeah.
This was my first time meeting Mass Chef. And oh, what a pleasure that was. Mass Chef and I have been working together on many projects.
I was to say various projects for a really long time.
A really long time. And it was just the greatest pleasure to finally meet my friend and close associate, Mass Chef. And you have the most wonderful laugh. I'm sure you get that all the time.
Thank you.
It is a gift of a laugh. So you've got to hear it live someday. Now, look at this. This is Coach Funk and Recurrier.
Recurrier, my dude.
Look at these giants. These are giants. And it is so completely fun to just get dwarfed by them. Let's see. So then we've got Wolf Warner. And I love this picture. Recurrier, Coach, and 2Stupid. I love this picture.
Yeah, I like that picture
All right.
too.
2Stupid. And here's our Legion pictures. So we got normal, and then we transform into superheroes. All right. This was my first time meeting Shelter. I've known Shelter for over 4 years. And he hosts the Middleburg Jazz Loop on the X Space that we all so love to join each Monday because we all get to talk like it's a round table. And he does a fabulous job hosting that. And I've got to meet him for the first time in person, which was a real pleasure. So thanks for coming from Chicago, Shelter. And then what else do we have? So, Shelter brought Big Dollars. And this was my first time meeting Big Dollars. And Big Dollars brought me a gift. That is how I got this sweet little lady llama.
I take back my sneeze from earlier in the show. I'm sorry. I thought
yes.
The gift came from Big Dollars. The sneeze didn't happen. Rewind.
Yeah, this is really special. And Big Dollars is a real big believer in the power of love, and that love is like a purpose in life, and it's a very most important thing. And so he brought this because he felt like I helped spread that message. And I appreciate that. So thank you for the gift, Big Dollars. This is Lady Llama, and it's from Big Dollars, and it was a pleasure to meet him finally. Let's see, what else do we have? I love this picture. There's Dub Dog, Too Stupid, me, Big Dollars and Shelter. And we got Courier and City Pigeon. So this was exciting outside because this was sort of like when the new arrivals were coming in. So City was coming in and Shelter had just arrived and then TM arrived. I saw TM in Vegas once in 2022, but I've never gotten to interact with him whatsoever. And he's not at all what I thought. I don't even know what I thought, but I didn't know him. He's the sweetest, funniest, greatest guy. It was a true pleasure meeting him. Dub Dog, amazing host.
TM's
Amazing.
been bolder. TM's been bald. I don't know when you thought he had hair, but he's been bald since I've known him.
Yeah, he's been bald since I saw him first time in 2022. So, Dub Dog, wonderful host. I'd already mentioned how he brought me water and waited with Coach outside my hotel each morning. He also made these awesome patches for everyone that attended. Love these. Thank you, Dub Dog. He also
I got mine.
made something else that's really cool, but we'll talk about that later. Just a fantastic host. And he paid for a lot of things that he did not need to pay for. Thank you, Dub Dog. Thank you. Amazing hosting. TM and City Pigeon. I'll try to blow through these a little faster, guys. TM, Mass Jeff, City Pigeon. Here is Neptune and Shelter playing foosball. Here's TM being cute. And then here's Unspoken Bullet. My first time meeting him. What an amazing guy. Funny as heck with, he's like a wordsmith. I bet he could go to a rap battle. This is like Eminem right here. This is Eminem. He's like 7 feet tall and he towers above me. I had a great time spending time with Unspoken Bullet and getting to know him better. And
we had so much fun with it. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because we all went out for breakfast on Sunday morning, and we literally sat at that restaurant for hours just chit-chatting. And oh my god, Unspoken Bullet comes out with some of the craziest stuff that just makes you freaking laugh. Oh, he is such a funny guy. Such a great time.
Yeah. He is. He's hilarious. He's super quick-witted, clever, great with words. I mean, what a pleasure.
Yep.
And super tall. Okay, and then we finish up with. That's so cool. So those are my pictures that I've kind of got ready to share for Friday. And those just cover Friday.
Just Friday.
That was just Friday.
That's just Friday. Yeah, I've got some I can share from Saturday too.
So we start out Saturday, and you can see how thrilled I look Saturday morning. So.
Let me see. Okay, I'm making this
picture. Golly,
we all know what happened. So when I walked in, somebody was not sitting down in a chair, and then we walked in. So
can I say one? Gotta give one story, just a quick story. I promise it will make everything. I'm on Ariel to Wolf. I promise you, I ain't gonna go across the line. All right, please,
go for it.
All right, at 16 bit, I trust me, I got y'all. Legion, I got y'all. I'm gonna alley Wolf, right? I'm gonna let him get it. But on Friday, I went outside. Me, Tim, Shelter was out there. Maybe even you, man. But
Nope, I
I
wasn't
peeped
out there.
something. You wasn't. He said,
Nope,
"Don't put me
but
in it."
I was not out there.
All right, let me finish because you'll laugh, right? So I go out. You know what I'm saying? We out there chilling. We meet up in, right? We just meet. We meet up in. My spider senses, whatever you want to call my funk senses, just start going off. And I looked over to my left, and I saw something going down, right? And in my mind, I'm like, nah, this can't be real, right? So I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna let that on Friday. But I did go back in and say, Wolf, guess what I just saw? And I don't believe it just went down. So I'm gonna just stop right there. I just needed to prelude that, and I'm gonna give it to Wolf. I didn't believe it went down. Now you can show your picture. You looking like you about to swing on somebody. I just want to give that.
It went down. It went down.
What you thought was happening happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was so also we said we're gonna meet at 10:30 at West Side Market. And the party bus comes and scoops me up. And then we head out to Shaq's place. I pull up to Shaq's place. Shaq's outside, dog's outside, coach is outside. Where's Wolf? Where's Wolf? So we wait a little bit. Call
a
Wolf.
little bit. It was not a little bit.
We said we waited a little bit. Then we called. We're like, "Where you at?" Coach called him. Where you at? Oh, give me like 20 minutes. 20 minutes goes by, and still nothing. So then we call him, and he's like, "Yeah, we're about to go out. We're about to catch our Uber." I'm like, "We're still at Shaq's hotel with the party bus, waiting for you." Oh, okay, we'll be right there. And then he calls again. Where you guys at? And he's on 8th Street. We're on 9th. We're on 9th, and he's a block over. And Coach and I go get him. And we finally get on the bus, and we show up like an hour late, or a half hour late. A half hour. Now, we said meet at 10:30, but a lot of people got there at 10. And yeah.
Matter of fact, we told them to meet at 9 to try to trick them to get them there late at 10. And it still didn't work.
Yeah. So
and when I got there at 9:30, there was people that had already been there for a couple hours.
7:30.
7:30.
They parked outside in VIP parking.
Cart parking. Cart parking. Priority 1. So we did check out the West Side Market, and I was surprised how many people, this is a cool spot, old building. We went upstairs to the little balcony area to take this picture, but there's all kinds of different vendors there. Shaq was amazed by this place.
It was I'd been in there. I'd been in there before, but not as an older adult. So I was pretty amazed by it too. I was like, wow, I never noticed that before. What a cool place though.
Oh yeah. The things you can go and buy there, whether it's fresh meats or pastries, I don't even know what all, but we do not have that variety where I live in my little town. I'm sure not where I live.
Yeah. I saw everything in this place from chocolate covered pretzels to red snapper, fresh red snapper on ice. And I was like, wow, you can literally get anything here.
Yeah.
And the meats looked amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody see the 35-ounce king cut steak that was at the butcher shop?
Yes,
I was like, whoa. I'm gonna need me one of those.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So anything on the West Side Market there, Coach?
You don't want to explain that face though.
Oh,
I'm just saying, you don't want to explain your face. You just showed it.
oh, and if you, in case you just you needed it, you could also get toilet paper there.
That is true.
Maybe not inside the market, but you
definitely
could get toilet
outside.
paper.
Somebody
But
might be
definitely
passing
outside.
it out.
But definitely outside, you could get toilet paper.
Yeah, they get a little bit of everything here. You was able to get a little bit of everything. I got a present. You got a penguin or something, didn't you?
What?
I did.
That was after the Christmas Story house, though, I thought.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. That's right.
So from here, we jumped on the party bus and we headed to the Christmas Story house. So we weren't paying the money to get inside, but you could go look outside, and it was $525 or $45 a night, and you could stay at the Christmas Story house if you wanted. But we did a nice little group shot on the front porch of the Christmas Story house.
For $10 less, you could stay at the Bumpus's house next door.
Yes. But across the street is the fire museum, but they also have the gift shop that has the cars from the movie, and the Bumpus house is next door, and the bar's right across the street. So that was a pretty good time, and just fun to stop, because this is a landmark in Upland. So we went and visited a landmark, got a picture taken on it. So we had a good time there. And that's the first time all of a sudden you heard shelter. So you heard it a lot. You heard it a lot on Saturday. Shelter, get your boy.
Get your boy, Shelter. Yo, can I tell the story about the porch? Can I tell the story? I won't.
Yes.
Never mind.
Yeah, tell the story
No,
about the porch.
Tell the story about the porch, because it's an important story.
Okay, it is an important story. So, fast forward, we all chilling. Even a new Uplander, but they're not in this picture, as you see, right? But after, I think it was a bit before the picture, in the party bus, we had drinks, water and beer. So we all participated in some of the water, some of the beer, but the new Uplander, I'm not going to put his name out there, but people know, start pouring the rest of the beer out on the top of the porch of that actual picture. And I had to grab him and say, yo, chill, come here, boom, 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 blah, you don't do that. I thought you was around here. And I passed him off to Wolf, and Wolf put him in a corner and set him down and start having a conversation, a man to dad conversation to him. But yeah,
it was more like a teacher to student, a teacher to student.
About why you don't pour your beer on the porch of the Christmas house.
But he had the picture the other day, so he knew what it was. So my point, but that was a wild story. I couldn't believe that, man. I just couldn't believe it. But that's an amazing picture right there.
And that was and Shelter, just like we're like, where's Shelter? And we kept waiting and waiting, and
Shelter!
he was in the gift shop buying stuff for his wife and kids, which makes sense. But we're like, Shelter, where'd you go? He's like, yeah, I found all this cool stuff. This is a cool area. It's still kind of preserved from the Christmas Story, and it's a cool spot to go check out.
Yes.
We do have tours. It takes $20 to take the tour. So, but we hung out there, and there are 6 script Cleveland signs throughout the city. One's at the airport, one's at Euclid Beach, another's at East 9th Street Pier, which we forgot to do at the Good Time 3 on Sunday. Then you have one over on, down on Abbey Avenue, down on the Foundry in the Flats, and then you also have one out at Edgewater Beach overlooking the beach. So we took a tour we started running off to the one on Abbey Avenue. So this is a Cleveland sign out there, and it's a nice little view of Cleveland and the skyline, and then the rail bridge. So just something a little different, just something unique that I thought it would be fun to get different views of the city skyline, and people seem to enjoy it. We took a bunch of pictures, and TM had a bunch of different poses. So, and then once again, you heard shelter. And Wolf had to intervene. Now it was another sit down. It was another sit down.
I wasn't talking to him. I have enough patience. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have enough patience.
Yeah. So
the Cleveland signs are dope. I love the view the pictures we took from the Cleveland signs. I love that.
What I didn't take any pictures at Great Lakes though. So between that first Cleveland sign and this Cleveland sign, we went to Great Lakes Brewery, and they were having a festival where there were a bunch of different brewers and food vendors lining the street. So that was a nice little time of hanging out there. Just checking out what was there to offer. Mass, what did you like about the Great Lakes stop?
I mean, honestly, everything. I mean, it was just the being in that part of the city. I mean, I'm from Ohio originally. I spent a ton of time in Cleveland. As a kid, we were up there all the time for the Browns games. We were up there all the time, going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and going into Canton to the Football Hall of Fame and whatnot. So I spent a lot of time up there. But really, I never got the opportunity to spend the time up there that we got to spend, and really just take a look at the architecture and the buildings and I took a little cruise by myself on Saturday morning before we all got together and went down on Euclid Avenue and trying to catch some of the, because I saw the Rockefeller building down there and some other stuff. And I was like, oh, it was really eye-opening to see a part of Cleveland that I hadn't seen before when I spent my entire life there. So it was just cool.
Yeah. Shaq?
Well, I loved being at the what's it called? Great Lakes Brewery. I took a little video there to send my husband, and I'm wondering if I can share it.
Sure.
Because if we can get the audio, I'm not sure let's see. Let me know if the audio comes through. What?
You
Sorry.
broke it.
That'd be a no. The audio did not come through. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Gosh. Let's see. Can we make it play? Wow, why won't it play?
I don't know. Still trying
Darn
to load.
Because it's a great it captures the vibe.
You broke it.
Yeah, you totally broke it. I don't know what you did, but you broke it.
You totally
All right,
broke
well,
it, Shaq.
Oh, that's a bummer.
You click into
That is a bummer.
You click into
it really is a bummer. I don't know. Gosh. Well, sorry guys.
You might be clicking too many buttons.
yeah.
No, I was trying to get that video ready to share before we even went on.
Oh,
and
really?
I'm
Okay.
having. There's an issue. I'll have to figure out what it is. I'm going to have a lot of stuff that I'm hoping to share at some point, which just isn't ready for tonight. So
That's all right.
what I loved was sitting around, and I was sitting by City Pigeon, and I got to really go in depth with him about various aspects of Upland that he's just brilliant about. And so I feel very blessed to have gotten to sit next to City Pigeon and have some really quality time with him, which is precisely what Mesme wished I would be able to do, and I did. So it was a great place, great vibe. enjoyed walking around and getting some free beer from some of the vendors. I guess it's not supposed to be free, but they gave it to me, so yay, thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it was great to mingle and get to know everyone and be in that like beer garden atmosphere. Loved it.
Yeah. Coach?
Man, what can I say? I'm not a real beer drinker. I don't know if y'all really saw me drinking beer there, but I'm not a beer drinker. But the vibe was contagious. It was amazing. You don't keep hearing me saying the energy. The whole day energy was great. What I still got even the Great Lakes little wrist thing they gave us. I forgot who got them for us. I think it was Wolf or somebody.
Wolf.
But I
It
got
was
my
passing
City.
them out.
Wolf
Oh, it
for
was City?
City. Wolf.
Yeah, got that. So and just watching people interact, right? Even though you couldn't play that video shot, in that little pause and that snapshot, you seen the energy there. You know, you had the she wolf right there smiling. You seen other people, even though you could capture the energy. The energy was so high that people was asking us, what did we do? I was going and sitting
Yeah.
around, hey, we nerds, we in the Web3, just having a laugh, but they really listened. It was
Mhm.
listening to us and explaining. It was like, wow, y'all came together from different parts of the United States. We're like, yeah, we here to have fun.
And not only that, but the brewery is where, I mean, we were there for lunchtime, so it was the middle of the Block Explorer sale.
Yeah.
Don't give me that. I got my story. Hold on. Nope. I'm taking that back.
No, go ahead. All right.
I was going to
done.
say,
Nope.
Great Lakes, the place we were at was also part of ultra rare collections for breweries in Cleveland.
Oh, that's the place?
Yeah,
That's the place.
that's one of the ultra rares in Cleveland.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to pass it to you, Chef. But with my last experience at the brewery was to be able to have our breakout group with the Legion and Mass say, I'm about to buy this Block Explorer right now. It was just us four, and he bought it, and he showed it was a gold DE. To you, Mass.
Yeah. So the coolest thing, it just started out really cool. We were sitting there, and everybody's buying their Block Explorer, whatever. And I honestly didn't even think I was going to be able to be in line for one because I was 2 hours and 30 minutes waiting or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was ridiculous wait time. But I snuck in at 109th. There was 109 left, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to buy one. And so I said, okay, I'm going to buy one, and the box popped up on my phone, and I walked over to these three, and I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm going to open it, and I hit the button. As soon as I hit the button, Coach says gold, and it was like magic. That shit popped up, and it was gold. I was like, yeah. And so the first thing I did after that was run over to let Unspoken Bullet know because he had already purchased his and didn't get a gold. So I wanted to make sure that he saw that I got a gold. But and he tried to steal my phone. But yeah. So and then it was like the floodgates of gold Block Explorers fell open all of a sudden while we were all sitting there because I hit for a gold. Let's see who hit for gold. It was me. Then next it was, who else? Me, Shaq, Wolf hit one, City hit one.
Neptune
I don't think Wolf got
Neptune.
And Neptune hit one.
He wasn't with us when he hit his, but he came later. So Neptune was missing up until Great Lakes.
Yeah.
And he showed up at the end of Great Lakes. He had issues with his alarm or waking up. But look at that. On the meetup, 5 gold BEs.
5 of the 20 available were all hit at that meetup.
And 2 out of the 4 on this show got one.
Right. And half the people on this show got one.
The blue,
I didn't buy.
Man, look, y'all wore black shirts. Y'all got black shirts. The 2 that got it, that's crazy. We need a black shirt.
See,
we
I
need
told you
black
guys.
shirts.
I told you guys. You should have went with the black shirts. That's right.
Black rules.
I don't know.
You should know that, Coach. You should know that.
Say it with your chest.
Oh
It's pretty
man.
rigged. So that was crazy in itself.
Yeah.
So then there was a weapons incident, then there was a corner store incident, but we moved on. We
did lots of moving on.
yeah. So here's a funny thing. So we're going down here into the flats on the West Bank to the Cleveland sign, and we're pulling up to the Foundry where this is behind like a workout place, and it's on a Saturday afternoon, so nobody's in the parking lot, and all of a sudden our guest starts flipping out like the bus driver's lost. He's got no clue what he's doing, and then I'm like, there's a Cleveland sign here. There's not a Cleveland sign. I'm like, there's a Cleveland sign here. Blah, 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 blah. And we pull in. I go, what are you looking at? He goes, oh, there's a Cleveland sign here. I'm like, yes. He go, and he's like, man, you did a real good job of putting this together for not being from here. I'm like, but before that, I finally lost my cool at that point. I was like, when he was telling me the bus driver didn't know what he was doing, didn't know where he was going, I go, fine, just run the rest of the day for it. And coach is like, I got you. Coach is like, I got you. He put his arm out. He's like, I got you. He's like, calm down. And he's like, oh, I didn't know you were from here. I'm like, who would put something together from a place that they weren't even from to lead a bunch of other people around?
Right.
And then,
but we could see his apartment from there. And from the other place,
and there,
and it was there,
and the top of the
and over there,
thing.
But it was through those trees,
right? And another place under the bridge.
You say through the trees, not through the trees, not through the trees. That's funny.
Right.
That's funny.
Fake tour guide.
But he did. I gotta say, he had a great view. I did see the view. Somehow, I saw the view. He does have a great view through the trees.
Yeah. Get right.
Yeah. So I'm like, so then he comes up to me and he's like, well, why didn't you introduce yourself to me last night? I'm like, I talked to you last night. He's like, I don't remember. I was drunk. I go, and that's what I was hoping happened this morning, but it didn't. So,
I couldn't believe it. Come on, move on.
Yeah.
Moving on. So,
yeah.
So we leave this Cleveland sign and then we head on over to Edgewater Park, which is one of the coolest shots, I think, with the Cleveland signs. I don't know. I go back and forth between this one and the Abbey Road one. I like this one because it's got Lake Erie in it. But yeah, that's a nice little shot overlooking the beach. Not the bus driver. Shelter! Get your boy.
And Shelter made it into this picture.
He did.
Yes,
he was in the last one too. He was in the last one too.
Yeah, I know he's in that one, but
okay. And he was in this one too.
Yep.
It was great meeting Shelter too.
He missed one somewhere, didn't he? I thought
he missed the Christmas Story house.
Oh, he missed the Christmas Story house. That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
And it was funny because we were all on the bus too from the Christmas Story house before Shelter came back.
Yeah.
Out of the. We're like, where did he go? Anyway.
So there are people in the chat that are not aware, like they don't know what we're talking about because they probably didn't see the show last night.
Okay. Well, we'll fill you in here right here at the end. But we are talking. Where's the great view about this individual right here in the picture?
You didn't make that picture. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He made it.
No, I didn't even see. Yo, he made the picture.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now we wouldn't leave you Shelter.
Yeah. We wouldn't have left you. But
he took Shelter's spot. He said, Shelter, you go to the get some snacks or something. I will get your spot.
Yeah. That is Smitty, and you'll learn more about Smitty here at the end. But no, so I thought this would be pretty cool for everybody to experience the different views of the city with the Cleveland signs, and then just having the pictures put together. So, it yeah, just a cool spot. And then a bunch of weddings showed up, and Smitty was like, how'd you figure out how to get here ahead of the weddings? Did they call you? I'm like, yeah, they all called me and told me what time they were getting here, so I made sure we got here ahead of time. He goes, oh, that's pretty good. I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm like, that's why I'm running this show.
Showtime.
Oh my god.
So at what point did you and Coach change seats in the bus so that you could be my bodyguard, too stupid?
After Great Lakes, because Coach got the itis. He ate his food,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
filled
the
up,
itis.
and you saw him getting kind of sleepy, and then that was so he's like, oh, I got the itis. I'm like, let's switch spots, bud. I'm like, let's switch spots, because this was after the weapons incident at Great Lakes. So I'm like, I have to be here, even though it was secured by Shelter, took it under his possession for the rest of the night. That was good, but
but it wasn't who we thought. It wasn't who we thought.
No, it was. I confirmed it was.
It was. I thought you told.
Yep. Nope. It was.
Uh-oh.
I verified.
Well, and we didn't do a search to make sure that was the only weapon either. So
No.
there.
So this is all leading to something. There's a lot of mystery.
Yeah.
We're not talking code. It will all wrap up.
Yeah. It'll all come together.
So
It'll all come
You're
together
seeing it from our eyes. We're telling a story.
Right.
So from here, we were going to go into downtown and then head out to Speed Trap Racing. I didn't take a lot of. I was bad at pictures, and I just grabbed what people's posted so far. I know Shaq was super great with pictures. Then we went to Speed Trap Racing out in Lakewood, and what's got a wait a minute going on? that
Oh,
You
he
have the
missed that.
Pokemon.
He talking about the little. What we confirmed that was his. The knife.
Oh, yeah, Smitty.
I thought you said it was TM's though.
I did not. Somebody
It
else
was
said
not.
it.
It was not. Yeah, it was not.
It
I
was
was hoping.
Smitty's.
Yep.
I was hoping.
Oh,
Nope, it was
that's
not.
a grand surprise. So we hit Speed Trap Racing, which was super cool. Shaq, do you have pictures from Speed Trap?
I have lots of pictures from Speed Trap. I just
Ready
don't
to
have
share?
the best one. No, sorry.
Okay. So
Just not
We
ready
do
to go.
need to share them because the lighting was just fabulous.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I've taken so many good lighting pictures. We
She
need to
had-
cover this some more if we can,
Yeah.
like a next show.
yeah.
She had
So-
City like, oh my God, Shaq, my eyes are beautiful.
Yeah. So here's the story with TM. We went to a couple of years ago. We met up to go see Candlebox at the House of Blues, and he brought his knife, and then they confiscated it there at House of Blues because you can't bring it in. So he's like, "Yep, I'm not bringing it downtown this time." So, yeah. Now, Speed Trap Racing was a fun time. This guy, Andrew, he's got 4 racing simulators, and those things were amazing. Food was amazing. It was a real good time. He was kind of blown away that, all of us came from all over the United States to come hang out, and then we ended up at his establishment. So, Mash, you're the race head amongst us. So break down Speed Trap Racing for us.
Oh my God. It is as close to driving a real race car that you could probably get in the simulators, but what a fantastic place. So I got to talk to the owner a little bit. So the simulators, in case anybody's interested or wants one, they run a mere $35,000 a piece. Now this place has only been open for a couple of months. So I'm sure he was super excited to see all of us come in there and take up the space. But one thing I will say, he was busy. There was groups in there with us. There was people ahead of us on the simulators. There was people behind us on the simulators. But man, the simulators were phenomenal. We actually did. We were trying to do a recording while we were all on the simulator because us four all got on at the same time, and we were trying to end. So I'm trying to race, and I completely forgot that I was supposed to be talking too. I had a little microphone and was supposed to be talking while I was racing, but it is so intense and so realistic that I found myself not able to talk very much. I might have blurted out an "oh damn" or "shit" or whatever, and I followed Shaq into the wall at one point in time, which was fun. But yeah, what a cool place! It was just so much fun.
Yeah, I tried starting to talk, but it got intense. Like,
yeah.
The vibrations in the steering wheel, the seat, the way that it jerked it, and you could the simulated G forces to it too. It was, I was
incredible, absolutely incredible. And let me tell you something. We were in there for 15 minutes in the simulator, and that was the absolute fastest 15 minutes I've ever had in my life, because it felt like it was like you sat down and got up. I mean, like the whole thing was just a big blur. I mean, we probably got in, I don't know, maybe 10 laps or so on the track, but man, so cool. yeah, CP. Yeah, the thing pinched it pinched your ass when you put the brakes on, like the seat went right on your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
So that was made you naturally clench when you were putting the brakes on.
Yeah. What did you think of Speed Trap there, Coach?
It was amazing. I enjoyed myself. I'm not a racer, right? So it took me like 3 laps of going too fast, spinning off the rails and the sides and things of that nature until I got a clean lap. That's why I don't race in Upland, but it was amazing. When you go on the bumps, your whole little situation will be, man, it was fun. It was fun. I talked because I was terrible. So you might hear my videos and my audio. I'm terrible. I don't even know why I'm racing, but the experience itself with everyone, I enjoy. The fact that the guy that owned it is in Upland and is part of Upland really amazed me. And I think by us using that content and sharing his situation means a lot to him. Didn't you get an interview? If I'm not mistaken,
I did.
I saw you in the back. Did you talk to me?
Yeah, Shaq was our camera woman and did an interview with them. Okay. I do. So this weekend I have stuff going on. So hopefully over the next month, I'm going to try to piece up some video that we have and the audio that we have and see what I can put together for it and make some videos to capture it, see what we can do. Yeah, see what we can do there. Shaq,
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I'm sorry, bro. I was just saying that I can't wait to hear Keith you done. So
yeah.
Well, I just went through my camera roll and picked out some favorites from the Speed Trap racing. And I just want to say about the racing simulators itself, that is absolutely terrifying. It's terrifying. I would be dead. I crashed so bad so many times, and it feels very real and it's really scary. So I can't believe people actually do that for a living, like race, because if that's what it's like, I mean, they're just seconds away from death at every moment. So very scary. But
really good. And the simulators were awesome too, because they showed you the best path. And if you were going too slow, it would be like super green to really press on the accelerator. If you were going at a good speed, it would turn white. So you'd lay off the accelerator. And then like they had different like yellow, orange, and red for your braking into it. And they showed you
how what those colors meant?
Yep.
Yeah. It took me like
Oh.
I guess I should have explained that to people too, because but I knew from just like playing like Gran Turismo and stuff like that growing
Yeah.
up. But yeah,
Yeah,
I guess for the non-racer, you wouldn't know what that really meant was your acceleration and brake, but they had the pass for you, and it was it was good. So all right, sorry, Shaq.
Okay, so here's just some pictures I took, and of course, what I enjoy is the people. So this is Recurrier, of course, City Pigeon, Recurrier, Wolf. But like, look at the lighting. Now look at those eyes, Mesme. Look at those eyes. They're so gorgeous, and
New
that
York
so
City already
City
got this here.
CP's like, oh, wow, that's why people talk about my eyes. And yeah, too stupid and coach. And check this out. Do you remember that, coach?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, anyway, never mind. We're goofing around. This is Big Dollars. And we decided to try one without glasses because of the glare. And that was really cool. Great picture. And Dub Dog. Fabulous host. TM and 2Stupid. Just, I can't emphasize enough that our hosts, all three of them, are amazing. So thank you for putting together such a fabulous trip. Here's Neptune and Wolf. Has Neptune ever missed a meetup?
No, him and
No.
Wolf.
Him
It's
and
all
Wolf,
And Rashida.
yeah.
Just
Legends.
phenomenal.
Legend.
So look at his face.
Yo,
Do you remember
he
that,
had
Coach?
the prank of the meetup as well.
He's a
Yeah.
crooner.
He had the
my
oh,
prank
yeah.
of the meetup.
So-
That's his prank face.
Now wait,
I
we
mean,
gotta wait. Are we gonna tell this story? Or are we gonna let Wolf tell it tomorrow night? We need to let Wolf tell us tomorrow
I
night.
think
We
we should
got-
let.
Wolf's
I'm just
gotta
gonna
tell
say,
it.
yeah. I'm just gonna say this is
no.
Neptune's. This is Neptune's prank face.
Yeah.
Register it in your brains and then listen to the UAD on Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta let them
Like,
say it. Let them say
His
it.
prank was so bad, he had Wolf's phone blowing up.
Oh,
Yep.
So
wow.
So tune in to Upland After Dark tomorrow night because you'll get the whole story.
yeah,
It was phenomenal.
take a screenshot of this.
That's
Yeah.
Take a screenshot,
It-
everyone.
It produced
Hey, take a
laughs for
screenshot.
hours.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
Good job,
Frank-
Neptune. Good job. Good job.
Prank of the year.
It was awesome.
Very awesome. Too Stupid and Unspoken Bullet. Mouse Chef and City Pigeon. Me and Wolf's wife, the she-wolf Rashida. Shara won in game. City Racing, the thing that he does.
Until he got motion sickness.
Until I got
Yes.
motion sickness.
Neptune, great expression. Love it. Recurrier, the beautiful laugh of Mass Chef, and TM and Mass Chef. So those are some pics I grabbed real quick to share.
Thanks, Shaq.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great
It
place.
was awesome.
And WW Dog picked up the bill, and Shelter was able to work something out with the owner to get a steep discount too. So nice job to both of them. And the night got wilder. That's when we found out that the night continued to get wilder. And at that point in time, the UFC fights were on, and it was time to head off to the Jack. So we jumped back on the party bus, and now and shout out to TM and WW Dog, because I was like, I'm getting the party bus. If you guys want to chip in. If not, I'm covering it, because that one will make it will make it classic. Little did I know the other aspect of the thing that made the meetup classic. But you know, they did chip into it. And I did call the company. And be like, bro, you said that was an 18 to 22 passenger vehicle. We were sardines in that thing, and it felt good stepping onto it coming out of the humidity. And within 3 minutes, we were baking in that spot. So I said, let me know what you're going to do. And if not, I'm going to leave you Google reviews. So, yeah. So either way, that made it very easy we covered a lot of different places in Cleveland this weekend, which was awesome. So it made it a very unique meetup, with a lot of very unique people that I love spending time with. So that was awesome in itself. So now we had a problem where we're leaving, and we've had somebody that's just been milking the tit all day long. So we formulated the plan that we're just all going to go to our separate ways. We're going to drop people off over by the West Side Market, and people were going to go to the cars that were parked over there. And the rest of us, we parked all the way over by the Brown Stadium at East 9th Street Pier. So we were like all the way on the other half, we're on the other side of the city. So our milker should just kind of go home. And then all of a sudden, we're in the clear. We're getting so close. And Wolf's like, said something about the jack. And then Smitty jumped on it. He's like, I'm coming with you to the casino. And we're like, Wolf, shut the up. And we're like, no. People are headed home. People are got it's early flights. So then he's like, well, I'm hanging out with him. And Bullet's like, why are you hanging out with me? I'm going home to Detroit. So we get everybody to disperse. People go to their cars. People go to their cars. But he goes home. We go to the casino. We hit up the Jack Casino. We walk through the doors. The fights are downstairs, but then we're like, oh, let's go up to the 3rd floor. And we go up to the 3rd floor by the poker room, and they have the library and some little tables back there and a bar. We're watching some young dudes running it up on blackjack, having a good time. Rashida takes some money from Wolf and then like 10x's it pretty quickly. So it's going down, and then we go down to play craps. Mass and I just dip out. He's like, I need to walk around. So Mass and I are walking around, and they're like, where'd you guys go? And I'm like, we're just walking around. And we came back up, and they were gone, and they were back on the 2nd floor playing craps. We found them playing craps, and somebody spilled beer on the table. And they spilled beer on the table, so they shut the craps table down. Wolf got pissed. Some people went out to the smoke break. Wolf went to go cash in his chips, and we're all standing there. There's a handful of us standing around, and I was just physically and emotionally drained at that point, and you'll understand why here towards the end of the show. And I was like, I'm just going to go home. And for the people that have listened to the OpEx podcast for years, and some of the OGs know Recurrier was one of our first guests to ever run a contest on the show, and he made this complex thing that was so hard to understand and so convoluted. The next time we had him on, we had to put him on a clock, and it messed him up. Like, we weren't on YouTube, it was just a podcast at the time, but we have video going on, and we put a clock on him just because he took too long to explain stuff. And Dog goes into this explanation, and Recurrier standing right next to him. I'm like, man, you're just as confusing as Recurrier. I have no clue what you're talking about. And he's like, everybody put in $20, and we're going to go play slots, and either we're going to go broke or we're going to win some money. I'm like, why didn't you say that in the first place? And even Recurrier was confused. The guy that can out-explain everything. So I'm like, yeah. But like, all right, let's go. And then at that point, Dog had this look in his eye. Like, he said, I know the machine. I had a dream about this, and it's back over here. And he beelined back to this corner, and there were 4 machines. There was a lady playing on this machine, and then there were 3 machines. And he said it was the N one or the one next to the lady playing the machine. He's like, this is the one that's going to hit. And we're like, okay. So then he's like, all right, who's in? And then we started talking about, okay, we're playing $5 a spin. What's it going to be? How's it going to go? You know, what's the number we're going to do on a payout? And then all of a sudden coach comes up, and because some people were out, coach well, first Wolf comes up and he's like, what's going on? And she was like, we're doing this. And he's like, so we in? And she's like, I'm in, but you need to be in. So Wolf jumps in, and we're telling coach, we're like, you in or not? And he's like, he looks and he's got $22 left in his wallet for the rest of the trip. And like, he's looking at it, he pulls it out, and he's like, putting it back in, pulling it out, and he's like, and we're like, no pressure. So we go ahead and put $200 in. There's 10 of us. And so we start spinning. Everybody's taking turns. Everybody's spinning. We're not having much luck. You know, there might be, I think we won a couple of dollars here or there, and we kept spinning. And then we told Recurrier to spin, and he hit the wheel, and we hit, and all of a sudden we all start going crazy. And Recurrier's like, what's going on? He goes, I don't understand. He goes, we had $115. Now we have 110. He goes, oh, we have 1 million credits, but I don't understand what that means. And like, we're going crazy. And he's like, what is going on? We ended up hitting the jackpot for $10,563. And
Man.
yeah, so we're all going crazy excited. And then we realized that Unspoken Bullet, TM, and Mass Chef are not with us. They were somewhere else.
Now, let me put a little spin on this story for you. Because
I told y'all to come. Y'all ain't listening
now,
to me.
no, hold on, because it starts way before that. We were at Speed Trap Racing, and it was me and W Dog and Recurrier. We're all sitting at the table talking, and W Dog's talking about this plan of his when we go to the casino. And he's like, yeah, I think we should all go in and because you have more odds if you everybody puts in whatever. And so I'm like, oh, that's fucking sounds like a great idea. And I went to hand W Dog $20 to put me in. I'm like, here, bro, just put me in. And he's like, no, we'll collect at the casino. Yeah. They'll collect at the casino, but not until after Mass Chef goes out the door. I got you. I feel you. I see where y'all at. Yeah, that's cool. No worries. It's fine.
You know what? You know who else had another killer saying? When you put it in Discord, he was like, where y'all go? And Neptune said, to the bank.
I'm like, what?
You ain't see that Discord. He was like, where y'all gotta go?
To the bank.
To the bank. Oh, man.
Oh,
Yo, Neptune is funny, man. That guy.
He is. Now,
it was hysterical. But it was funny. But I gotta say, I'm happy everybody won except for me. It's fine. It's fine.
So it ended up $700 to each of us.
But I gotta say, so I have if you don't mind, I have two stories that I want to tell.
Go for it.
Okay, story number one. So first of all, we were at Speed Trap. We're hanging out outside. Everybody's kind of doing their thing, whatever. And me and TM are outside, and we're just kind of bullshitting, having a good time, talking to each other, whatever. So we realized that we're way more alike than we thought we were originally. So we kind of hit it off a little bit, razzing each other, having a good time, whatever. So we're on the bus, and we're on our way to the West End Market with our friend Schmitty. And so I'm sitting in the back of the bus, and TM's sitting in front of me, facing this way, and Smitty's sitting on the other side of him, facing this way. And we're talking, blah, 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 whatever. And then Smitty decides to get up and start dancing on the pole that's in the middle of the bus. And I don't know where this came from, but he's dancing on the pole. Well, right across from TM is Recurrier. And so Smitty dancing on the pole like a stripper, and it was, Interesting sight. But anyway, and so he comes really close to landing on Recurrier's lap, and Recurrier climbed up the wall of the bus like a 7-foot Spider-Man. And he was up on the back of the seat. And he's like hanging onto the ceiling. And he's like, it was so funny. But
he moves so quick.
He moves so fast
like,
for a big guy.
For a big guy. And he was like up in the corner. He was just
If he could have opened the window and got out of it, he would have tucked and rolled his way all the way back to the West Street Market. No kidding. So then Smitty sits back down, but now he sits down because TM he scoots over one seat while Smitty's on the pole because he was in front of the pole too. So he scoots over one seat. Smitty sits back down. Now he's sitting in front of me. And TM is on the other side of him. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Because I have not been, I made it no secret all day long that this guy was really on my last freaking nerve. And so the whole time, TM is sitting there next to the guy and he's tapping the guy on his leg. He's like, hey, man, can you scoot over a little bit? And so he's scooting over next to me. He's like, no. Can you just a little bit more? And he's scooting over a little more. And he's like, no, just. And I look at TM around behind Smitty's head, and I'm like, bro, you're messing with forces you don't understand. You better knock that shit off because payback's a bitch. And he looks at me, he gives me this look, and he taps him again and says, you mind scooting over just a little more? He scoots over a little more to me. And I said, all right, here you go. And I pull out my phone, right? And I'm like, hey, bud. And I'm talking to Smitty, and I'm like, hey, can I get a picture of you guys? Just you and him right there. Can you just reach around, kind of put your arm around him a little bit, and the whole time. So he does. Smitty reaches around, puts his arm around TM, and I am sitting here like all day long messing with my phone trying to get the camera. I'm like, hang on a minute, I got to get this camera up here. Hang on, just hang on a second. Just stay in that pose right there for a minute. Yeah, right there, and took a picture. And I have it on my phone, but I can't download it. But I took a picture, and the picture finally is Smitty with his arm around TM and TM flashing me the bird. And I said, I told you, payback is a bitch.
That's hilarious.
So then
all that armpit. All that armpit.
Yeah, all day long, same shirt as the day before. Yeah, it was great. And the whole time, I get done with that, and the whole time, the rest of the way on the bus, TM just looking at me behind him and just shaking his head like, man. So then we get back, right? So now we're at the casino, and it's after everybody hits their big thing and whatever. So now I'm like, all right, we're just gonna go sit down somewhere and wait. So it's me, TM, and Unspoken. And we're sitting up there, and we're back up in the library, and they had like this dance hall thing going on up there, so they had like a DJ and people dancing and whatever. So TM, if you're watching, remember when I said payback is a bitch? I mean it when I tell you payback is a bitch.
Oh,
because I want everybody to see this. My man is a dancing machine, boy. He is on fire in this video. So I got to show this to everybody.
No, you did.
You don't got the music. Oh, that's okay. We don't need the music because then we'll get edited for it being music.
Oh my God. So he is a dancing machine. TM, I love you, brother. It was an awesome time. But payback is a bitch.
Love it.
That 2-step.
Anyway. Right? He got that 2-step down.
Great dude.
But we had a great time. TM is he's just a really, really cool dude. I had so much fun with him, and I'm so glad that I got to meet him in person because we had a blast.
And that was the funny thing is leading up to the meetup too. Recur's like, I don't know, TM's going to be there. And TM to me is like, I don't know, Recurrier is going to be there. Like they were not getting along in game. And then they met up, and by Saturday they were hugging it out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They hope it. They hope it.
They were hugging it out. So, yeah, I mean, thanks to everybody that came. It was an amazing time, and it's a fine balance of finding interesting things to do in the city that you kind of want to show off to people that aren't from the area, and then taking people to places that they haven't been in a while. And just, but yet giving enough time at places to be able to hang out and connect. You don't have to go do a million things in a meet. At least you can do your meetups however you want. At least my theory on the meetup is finding places that are fun to be at, but given the opportunity for people to mix and mingle and have a good time, and mix and mingle, have a good time, meet new people, reminisce with friends, and play some games, beat some Ninja Turtles, make City Pigeon quit some things. Now, what there's a lot of ways to go. So I guess the biggest thing that pissed me off was at the end of Saturday night on the bus.
That's how you just woke up?
What was the comment made? So we've danced around the subject. If you didn't see Min to be last night, Smitty was a person that was recruited into Upland that Friday night. He was invited along on Saturday. And that's something I've talked to, Shelter met City outside of 16-bit, brought him in, got him signed up to Upland, started showing him the ropes, did some promotions to get him to Uplander. Now from being a host, Shelter and I talked since the meetup. Shelter and I are good. But he didn't consider talking to myself, TM, or Dog on the just, hey, can this guy come along for the rest of it? And what it really did was present an unknown, because everybody that was at the meetup, we've talked in game for a while. Some of us had more interactions with others, but we all know each other. So now you brought an unknown in, and being a host of a meetup, you're having people come into a city, so they're putting trust in you to keep them safe. They're looking for you, and as a host, you're making sure you're going to the right neighborhoods. Your travel paths are going through the right places. So major cities have their challenges. It's a fact. There's great parts of Cleveland, there's bad parts of Cleveland, and you just want to make sure that everybody's safe. Friday night is cool. It was 16-bit. It was an open spot. Come in, meet the community. And it was more of, hey, it's cool. We're all here. It's an open spot, public place. Once we got on a bus in a confined space, that made me heighten my awareness, because you just weren't sure about a new person joining the group all of a sudden. So it drained a lot of energy just watching and waiting in case something would happen, and having that responsibility for everybody. So, going forward, I know I'm going to put a disclaimer in the Midwest meetups for next year that, hey, the Midwest meetups, for people that have been playing Upland for a while, if you don't have a name tag, you're not going on with it. That I joke with the picture, but I was not happy Saturday morning. I just thought the guy was drunk and he was going to forget Saturday morning and he wasn't going to be there. And Shelter and I, we know of each other. But I didn't know him too well, so I didn't want to upset him. We told somebody, hey, how great's the community? And then I'm the jerk that steps in and says, hey, you can't come with us because this is a private event. And, we just preached the community to this guy. Then and then it's just making sure, we joked that Coach and I switched off because he had the itis, but this was after, just making sure everybody was safe. A lot of people were not comfortable. but we dealt with it, and the guy never crossed the line. Nobody got hurt. It's a learning experience for all of us. Shelter did message all of us and say, hey, looking back, that I would have done it different. So, at least for the meetups in the Midwest, it's only the people that sign up through the server ahead of time just to keep us safe, because I don't want anything to happen to any of us. And a lot of us checked with each other. We were always constantly talking and having eyes on each other to have eyes on targets. So, it was, we joke a lot. It made it for a memorable meetup, but it was still I didn't get to enjoy it like I wanted to, which was kind of emotionally draining, and physically draining at the same time. But everybody was safe. We've learned lessons moving forward for meetups. So, yeah, it was good. I don't know if anybody has anything else they want to say on that one.
I think you said it well.
I think you said all of it. I don't think there's any need to continue.
Yeah. And then, what was the?
I do have one thing.
Yeah.
It's always Coach. I'm sorry. Like I told y'all, I believe in karma, right? Even though we gave our stories and things of that nature, we dealt with it. We handled ourselves appropriate. And I think the karma was once we broke off from him, all that energy we had, we helped those young boys because he was there cheering on. Used our energy because we got it everywhere. And they used that to then win some funds. That energy passed through.
Uh-oh, you froze up, Coach.
Yep.
Wolf's wife, and she flipped when she's the jackpot. Okay, somebody next to us after we won sat next to the next slot because he said, y'all got good energy, and she won $2,100 each, even though it was uncomfortable to sometimes and nothing happened, was repaid back to us in some way, some fortune, whether it was fees or the jackpot. It was just karma. You did hit the nail on the head with the hammer. We need to be more intentional of protecting everyone. That was the first time something like this happened. And I know I learned from our mistakes as well. So I take ownership because I could have stepped up and be like, nah, he's not getting on. And I didn't do that. So I take ownership too.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to the host itself. But, Shelter and I are good. Shelter learned from it. I know he sent a message out to the group too. And so making sure that, he reflected back on it too. So we can't change things in the past, but we're just moving forward and learning and have a good time. And but I think to me, the best point of the weekend, okay, 2 stories on this one. I was going to say the best part of the weekend, but there's people in this community that were coming to this meetup that I've known for years. I interact with either daily or weekly, and invited them over to my house to have a cookout, and my wife met a lot of them last year. Some people haven't met my wife. Nobody's met my kids, but they were coming to the house for a cookout. And I was excited because I was like, Coach had to go back home. Unfortunately, would have really loved to have you here, Coach. So, but I was like, my wife's family was in town and I was doing the meetup. So we really didn't have a lot of time to talk about what's going on. And all of a sudden people are like, did he tell you what happened did he tell you why he got home so late? And I got home at 1:00. So it wasn't like so late, wasn't so late, and she's like, no, I was asleep. I didn't know what time he got home. And somebody else is like, did he tell you why he got home so late? And she's like, no. And they're like, I'll let you tell her. So now in her mind, she's like, what did he do? And she's like, what did he do? And she's like, so why'd you get home so late? I'm like, I go, what? And she's like, so-and-so and so-and-so. I'm like, I go, I'll just let you come and sit down because everybody's got a perspective of this story. So then we told how we hit I was like, damn. I'm like, you guys all just were trying to get me in trouble. So we told her of how we hit we told her how we hit the jackpot, which was super cool there. But then the other thing was just us being able to get together and have meant to be 2Stupid4Web3 representatives from Upland After Dark all streaming at one time from the same spot. I thought that was pretty awesome. And then people were pretty surprised. Where I stream from each and every Thursday night is a very small area. It's like, people didn't realize how small this area was that I do this from. But that was just so fun having Wolf and City and Shaq and Mass and all of us just streaming at once from one spot.
That was so awesome being there in front of your curtain with you. That was so fun.
Yeah.
So fun.
And City had to do the reveal of what's behind the curtain. Mass, you got anything before we get out of here tonight?
So I just want to put and like I said, everybody had such a great time, and the hosts were so awesome. But I want to also put a big shout out to Big Dollars, because on Sunday morning we went to a really nice restaurant. It was outdoors. It was, they had like this garden thing going on, and it was a very intimate setting for all of us to kind of hang out and just have fun and talk and be friends and whatever. And Big Dollars picked up the tab for that for breakfast for the entire table. So I just wanted to shout out to Big Dollars, because what an amazing gesture that was from him. And that's the first time I've ever met him, and really enjoyed hanging out with him and getting to talk to him a little bit, and know him a little bit. So that was just awesome. But other than that, thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks for having a good time. Thanks for our hosts for putting on such a superb event. And don't forget to check out Racing tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And let's get week 1 in the books. That's all I got.
Awesome. Shaq, what do you have?
I have, please everybody watch for me to post a little contest on X tomorrow. I'm going to share something here. You're going to be watching for a post containing this picture. That's the wrong one.
Wrong one.
Nope, that's
what
mine.
happened? Oh, that's yours. Okay.
You can put yours back up now.
There we go. Okay. So WW Dog made something super special, and we're going to be unveiling it at next week's show. So in the week leading up to the show, we're going to do this little contest on X. I will post this and I will say, name this band. Okay. So we will choose the best band name and reveal it, or we'll figure out the best name by next week on tomorrow's show, and someone will get a prize. So watch for that, please. Let's just have fun with it and participate. Name that band. And I want to thank again 2Stupid, TM, Dub Dog, for an incredible time in Ohio. My first time in Ohio. I absolutely loved it. I will remember it forever. It goes down in Upland history. Thank you for your generosity and great planning. It was fabulous and special for everyone, and good karma even. So thanks, guys.
A contest different than just giving away your. Yeah. If you want, like, this is a show that doesn't give away. If you're looking to get away to you, this is the wrong show to get given away to. So the contest is different.
Get it straight.
Because we don't give.
Yeah, that's right.
I couldn't find the right button. It was too far over there. It was to my right. I got to get it more center. No, Coach.
Nah, it was an amazing time. If you can make it to any of the next meetups, try, meet the community. Thank you to the hosts, TM, Jim, and Dub Dog. I was almost not able to make it, and God sent an angel to help me. So thank you to my angel. Yeah, it was amazing. It was, all I can say, it was an experience, and I can't wait till I can go to the next meetup. So thank you for everything.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, if you get the opportunity to meet him, to make a meetup, it is well worth your time. The community is amazing. Thanks for everyone that traveled here. Glad you had a good time. Always enjoy showing you the city I live next to, you know, the area that I'm from. And I know it was fun for some people to have homecomings. And it was great seeing more people from the local area playing Upland and coming up for a meetup. It was come on, Wolf. It was
Smitty Angels is crazy. That's crazy.
we laughed. We had a lot of good laughs. It was such a great time. And then the other thing that yeah, I've been trying to work with my youngest son on catching a football of just like he was alligator chomping. I finally got him stopping the alligator chomping, and I was trying to get him in on diamonds. And then he asked Wolf to play some catch with him, and he was diamond here, diamond there, diamond there. I was like, oh, you'll listen to Wolf, but you won't listen to me. Got it.
It's the way that works.
Yeah. Yes. No. Nope. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next week. Everybody, be safe. Have fun.
Don't forget to check out UAD tomorrow night, because you want to hear the prank story. You really do.
You need to hear the prank story.
You need to hear the prank story. Upland After Dark tomorrow night.
Yeah, if Wolf's phone wouldn't have blown up, we would have had fun Sunday night with it. We'll just leave it that way.
Yep.
But Wolf got concerned because you got to check it out. It was the best prank of the year. So check it out, and check out On the Track Live on Saturday night and Commissioner's Corner on Monday too. So a lot of content to check out. And I almost forgot the Ninjas on Saturday or Sunday. Sorry.
Sunday. Ninja.
Yeah, Ninjas on Sunday. I love all the content. And then Elijah Judah on Monday. I mean,
and the Clue Crew on Saturday. Clue Crew on Saturday.
Sorry, I forgot the Clue Crew. Yep. Thank you. I love that you can catch a show every day of the week. Oh, and then
did we say the Millenberg Jazz Loop?
I was going to say the Millenberg Jazz Loop too. Yes, fun stuff. All right, now we're actually out of here. 2 hours. This is our longest show ever as the four of us. So
yeah.
Usually we're an hour 15 minutes, and we outie. But this one was extra special. So all right, till next week.
Bye.
Peace.